Welcome to our channel. Today we're diving into the fascinating world of pain and pleasure. These two forces are the yin and yang of our existence, the twin engines that drive every decision we make, every action we take. Think about it. Why do you get up in the morning? Why do you choose a salad over a slice of cake? Why do you push yourself at the gym? It all comes down to maximizing pleasure and minimizing pain. Stay tuned as we uncover the 6 essential steps to truly understand these powerful forces in our lives. Get ready to unlock a new level of self-awareness and take control of your destiny. Let's get real for a moment. Have you ever wondered what truly drives us as human beings? What is it that pushes us forward day after day through challenges and triumphs alike? What truly drives us as human beings? It's a question that has fascinated philosophers, scientists, and thinkers for centuries. It's the desire to avoid pain and gain pleasure. This fundamental principle is at the core of our existence, influencing every decision we make. This primal instinct is embedded deep within our DNA, a survival mechanism honed over millennia. It's not just a psychological concept, it's a biological imperative. Think about a time you touched a hot stove. The searing pain was immediate and intense. The instant pain caused you to recoil, protecting yourself from further harm. This reaction is almost automatic, a testament to our body's innate drive to avoid pain. That's your instinct kicking in. It's a powerful force that operates even without conscious thought. Now, think about the feeling of accomplishment after crushing a workout or the joy of sharing a laugh with loved ones. These moments are equally powerful. These experiences release dopamine, the feel-good hormone, reinforcing behaviors that bring us pleasure. It's a reward system that encourages us to seek out positive experiences. From the mundane to the extraordinary, this fundamental principle guides our choices. Whether it's choosing a career, pursuing a hobby, or building relationships, the drive to avoid pain and seek pleasure is ever present. We choose careers that promise financial security and fulfillment, avoiding the pain of instability and dissatisfaction. It's a calculated decision driven by our need for stability and happiness. We nurture relationships that bring joy and support, steering clear of loneliness and conflict. These connections are vital for our emotional well-being. Understanding this primal drive is the first step to mastering your life. By recognizing what motivates us, we can make more informed choices. Once you recognize the power of pain and pleasure, you can consciously leverage these forces to achieve your goals and live a more fulfilling life. Embrace this understanding and let it guide you towards a brighter future. Now here's a fascinating paradox. We are often more driven to avoid pain than we are to seek pleasure. Think about it. Which is more motivating? The promise of a promotion or the fear of getting fired? The answer is usually the latter. Why? Because the pain of loss is often perceived as far greater than the pleasure of gain. Our brains are hardwired to prioritize survival, and avoiding danger is paramount. This principle plays out in countless ways in our lives. We stay in unfulfilling jobs out of fear of financial insecurity. We avoid taking risks in business or relationships because the potential pain of failure looms larger than the potential pleasure of success. But here's the thing. Playing it safe might feel comfortable in the short term, but it can lead to long-term dissatisfaction and regret. To truly master your life, you need to recognize when fear is holding you back and develop the courage to pursue your goals, even in the face of potential setbacks. Here's a powerful truth. Pain and pleasure are not merely physical sensations, they are deeply intertwined with our perceptions. What one person finds pleasurable, another might find painful, and vice versa. Think about spicy food. Some people relish the intense heat, while others find it unbearable. The difference lies not in the food itself, but in their individual perceptions and tolerances. Our past experiences, beliefs, and values all play a role in shaping how we perceive the world around us. If you were raised to believe that money is the root of all evil, you might experience anxiety and guilt around financial abundance, even if it brings you security and freedom. The key takeaway here is this. Your reality is not objective, it's subjective. By understanding how your perceptions shape your experiences of pain and pleasure, you can start to challenge limiting beliefs and reframe your relationship with these powerful forces. Chapter 4: The Time Distortion. Time. It's our most precious commodity, yet we often take it for granted. We live our lives by the ticking of the clock, but rarely do we stop to think about how we perceive time and how it affects our daily experiences. What's fascinating is how our perception of time can dramatically influence our experience of pain and pleasure. When we're happy and relaxed, time seems to fly by. But when we're stressed or in pain, every second can feel like an eternity. Think about a time you were really looking forward to something like a vacation or a concert. The days leading up to the event were probably filled with excitement and anticipation. The anticipation leading up to the event was probably filled with excitement and anticipation, stretching out the pleasure in your mind. Each moment felt like a small taste of the joy that was to come. Conversely, think about a time you were dreading something, like a dentist appointment or a difficult conversation. The days or hours before the event were likely filled with anxiety and dread. The dread likely amplified the perceived pain, making the event seem much longer and more unbearable than it actually was. Every minute felt like an hour, and the anticipation of discomfort made the experience even worse. This distortion of time also plays out in our long-term decision-making. We often find ourselves caught between the allure of immediate gratification and the benefits of long-term rewards. We often prioritize short-term pleasure over long-term fulfillment, even when it leads to negative consequences down the road. The immediate satisfaction can cloud our judgment, making it difficult to see the bigger picture. Think about the instant gratification of junk food versus the lasting benefits of a healthy diet. The quick pleasure of a sugary snack can be tempting, but the long-term benefits of healthy eating are far more rewarding. Mastering your relationship with time is essential for mastering your life. By understanding how time perception affects your decisions, you can start to make more mindful choices. By developing a long-term perspective and delaying gratification when necessary, you can make choices that lead to lasting happiness and fulfillment. Embrace the power of time and let it work in your favor. Chapter 5: When Emotions Take the Wheel. We like to think of ourselves as rational beings, but the truth is, emotions often trump logic, especially when it comes to pain and pleasure. Think about a time you made a decision based on your gut feeling, even if it went against all logic. Maybe you walked away from a lucrative job offer because something felt off, or you invested in a risky venture because you were deeply passionate about the mission. In these moments, your emotional brain, driven by the desire to avoid pain and seek pleasure, overrides your logical mind. This isn't always a bad thing. Emotions can provide valuable insights and guide us toward what truly matters to us. However, it's crucial to be aware of how emotions can cloud our judgment. When faced with a difficult decision, take the time to acknowledge your emotions, but don't let them dictate your actions. Seek out objective perspectives, weigh the pros and cons, and make a conscious choice that aligns with your values and long-term goals. Chapter 6: The Survival Instinct. At our core, we are all wired for survival. This instinct is deeply embedded in our DNA, a legacy from our ancestors who had to navigate a world full of dangers and uncertainties. It's the most primal instinct we possess, and it has a profound impact on our relationship with pain and pleasure. Think about it. Every decision we make, consciously or subconsciously, is influenced by this drive to survive. If you were faced with a life or death situation, all other concerns, your job, your possessions, even your relationships, would fade into the background. In that moment, nothing else matters but staying alive. Your sole focus would be on staying alive. This laser focus is a testament to the power of the survival instinct. This survival instinct explains why we often prioritize basic needs like food, water, and shelter. These are the essentials that keep us alive, over our desires for comfort, luxury, or even love. When push comes to shove, survival trumps all other needs. Luxury and love are important, but they take a back seat when our very existence is on the line. When our survival is at stake, our brains go into overdrive, activating the fight or flight response and shutting down non-essential functions. This response is automatic and incredibly powerful. While we're fortunate enough to live in a time where our survival is rarely threatened on a daily basis, this primal instinct still influences our behavior in subtle ways. It shapes our decisions, our fears, and our desires. It's the driving force behind our desire for security, stability, and control. We seek to create environments where we feel safe and protected. Stability and control are extensions of our survival instinct. They provide a sense of predictability in an unpredictable world. Understanding the power of the survival instinct is essential for mastering your life. By recognizing its influence, you can navigate your fears and make more informed choices. By recognizing when this instinct is driving your actions, you can make conscious choices that align with your values and goals, even when fear is present. This awareness is the first step towards true personal freedom. Outro: master your destiny. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more insightful content. Remember, understanding the interplay of pain and pleasure is crucial for personal growth and fulfillment. By applying the 6 steps we've discussed, you can harness these powerful forces to create the life you desire and deserve. Now go out there and unleash your full potential. I believe in you. See you next time.